Hello traders, welcome back again. So today we are going to look at how to frame your setup on a weekly basis, on a daily basis as well. Okay, so this is how I do it before every trading week begins. On the weekends I go to my chart and then this is what I look for. Okay, I first of all identify my order flow on the weekly time frame. Okay, my order flow on the weekly time frame. Okay, so this is my weekly time frame on euro dollar. I have cut some price off just to make it suit what I want to teach you today. So on this chart you can see that we are making lower lows and lower highs. Okay, you make this low, pull back, break structure, pull back, break structure, pull back, break structure. So we are clearly on the downtrend on the weekly time frame. Okay, weekly time frame, and so you have to identify your weekly range. Okay, so this is my weekly high, this is my weekly low. Okay, and as you can see, currently, though our order flow on the weekly is bearish, but currently we've broken structure here and we've made a swing low. As I told you in the first video, a low that's lower than a candle on the left, also lower than the candle on the right, a swing low. So what does this tells you? This tells you that we are going to pull back, right? After every break of structure, we pull back. We build structure here, we pull back. Before we pulled back, we formed a swing low. Okay, we formed a swing low right here, a low here that's lower than the candle on the left and also lower than the candle on the right, and that's a swing low. We put back to what? Equilibrium, right? And in this equilibrium, what do we have? A fair value gap. Okay, and then we sold. Okay, so we are going to look at this as well. We've broken structure again, we formed a swing low, we are pulling back, so we can definitely look for buys, right? A short-term buy for the coming week into this fair value gap before we sell again, right? So until we reach here, we are only looking for what? Buy setup. We only start to look for the buy setup after a swing low has formed. If this swing low hasn't formed, then we continue to look for sales until it shows us that it wants to go up or it wants to pull back a little by forming this swing low. Okay, so this is all you look for on your weekly time frame. You identify your order flow. Our current order flow is what? Bearish. Very good. We've established that. So after establishing this, then you want to also check your daily time frame. And what you are going to look for on the daily time frame is our current market condition. Okay, when I say current market condition, what the daily is doing, either against the weekly or with the weekly. Okay, so for our weekly time frame, we are bearish. Let's look at daily to see what is happening on the daily. Okay, so though we are bearish on the weekly and the daily as well, but currently, as I said, our current market condition on the daily is that we are pulling back, we are retracing, right? We are retracing. Okay, let me cut some price off. We are retracing. Okay, we are making a daily retracement into this whole weekly leg that I denominated, right? This is our weekly high, this is our weekly low. We've broken structure on the weekly, we are pulling back on the daily. Where are we pulling back to? Okay, what do you see here? Fair value gap, right? Fair value gap. So this is our POY that we are looking at for price to reach there before we start to look for sales. Until price gets there, we are only interested in looking for buys, right? Good. But then looking at this price right here, though we are looking for buys, Is it this place that you are going to buy from? The answer is no. So we want to look for our POYs that we are going to be interested in from buying from, right? So in this current range, where do we have our fair value gap? Right here, right? A very beautiful fair value gap, right? Okay, so until price gets here, I'm doing nothing. Okay, I'm basically relaxing, chilling, doing nothing until price gets here. It's until price gets here that I'll look for buys into this big gap, or price gets here, then I'll look for my sales. Okay, all the way down to continue my weekly bearish trend. So until price gets here or here, I'm not interested in doing anything at all. Okay, so let me play price. Okay, boom. Now price is here, right? Price is here. As price is here, we can go to the 4 hour or the 1 hour. Oops, what happened to my playback and my subscription? I have to check that. So don't worry, let's look at this on the 1 hour. Okay, so this is the daily. Let me go back to the daily. This is the daily FVG. Okay, this is the daily fair value gap. Okay, that I said I will be interested in to buy from to this weekly gap. Okay, or for this weekly pullback to end here, and then price came here. So as price comes here on the daily, you go to the 1 hour, and that's when you will be looking for your entries to buy to this. Okay, so on the 1 hour, okay, on the 1 hour, we see that price comes into this daily fair value gap, right? Let me extend it a little bit. Okay, fair value gap on the daily, and then price is in this gap right now. So basically this is how I frame my setup. Very simple. As price comes into this, I'm looking for a break in market structure. Okay, and then a liquidity gap. Okay, inside or around this fair value gap. So where do we have our liquidity gap? Right here. We took liquidity below these lows. Okay, so I will label this as my stop hand. Okay, stop hand. Okay, those who were trying to buy early, they got stopped out. Okay, and so after the stop hand, I'm looking forward to breaking market structure. Do I have it? Yes, right here, a break in market structure. I'll denominate that as BMS. Okay, break in market structure. You can use chalk, balls, whatever. The same idea. After the break in market structure, I want to identify what? I want to identify my new fair value gap. Okay, and where do I have it? Right here. Okay, and you can see that this gap is huge. It's a huge 1 hour gap. Okay, from this candle's high to this candle's low. That's your fair value gap. Okay, so let me label this as well, fair value gap on what? 1 hour. Okay, very good. You can as well mark your order block, which is fine. You see, it came and respected it nicely. OB. Let me label this OB 1H. Okay, top center. Okay, good. Okay, good. So as price reaches for this fair value gap and this order block, I will be looking into price on the 15 minutes, and that's where we take our entries, right? On the 15 minutes. So let's go back.